Hi guys, please tell me if I'm audible, everyone. Is the audio video clear? People watching at home, please tell me, is the audio video clear to all? Am I audible, everyone? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, just give me a minute. See, Baba, the whole purpose of coming live now is only one, that we are only going to go ahead and quickly talk about all the important points, which I believe you guys must have gone ahead and seen by now, but still I feel I'll go ahead and make you guys remember once, recall once, so that we go ahead and do the maximum in the exam. Right, everyone? So the only motto of the session is we are going to cover all the most important points which are there so that you get the maximum in the exam. Right, everyone? But see, when I go ahead and tell you the most important point, these are most important according to me, which you must have gone ahead and taken care. Now you never know, in the exam the examiner might have different thoughts, right, everyone? So can we go ahead and start, everyone? Quickly tell me, everyone, can we go ahead and quickly take care of the most important points, everyone? Can we start? I'm sorry I could not come early morning today because I had the CA final batch which was starting from today, so I could not come in the morning. That's why we are starting the batch now, class now. Chalo, let's start, everyone. Let's start. Okay, everyone over here now, listen. First thing which you should have taken care over here in the chapter of supply. Everyone, in the chapter of supply, one thing which you should have gone ahead and taken care is, remember one thing. Whenever in your exam you see a question which is talking about a composite or a mixed supply, big question which is there, a big question, 14 mark question, and you see that you have gone and taken the basic price, you have added all the items which are there, and then you have arrived at a total. Please remember, you have to write a note on the composite supply saying all this will be considered as a composite supply and the principal supply ka rate will apply. That note should be there. You have to go ahead and write the note. Okay, sir? It will be approximately 1.5 hours. I'll go ahead and tell you only the most important point quickly. Okay? Now, supply chapter mein, I think that is the most important point which is there. Composite supply and mixed supply. Remember, you must write the definition whenever you go ahead and see that a point is where you have gone ahead and considered composite and mixed supply a thing, then you should go ahead and take care of this important point saying, sir, in the value, for example, value of supply question, you see you have gone ahead and added the total and then you have applied the principal supply ka rate, then you should write a note saying, sir, composite supply it is and hence the principal supply ka rate has been applied. Done, sir. This point is clear. In circulars over here, uh, liquidated damages wala circular mein, I believe one point is important. Wherever you see liquidated damage, remember one thing, liquidated damages are not taxable. They are not consideration, they are compensation and not taxable. Okay? These are all okay over here. One penalty you can see somewhere, penalty for violation of law. Remember, for violation of law, whichever penalty you pay, that penalty is also not taxable. It is not leviable to GST. Okay? These 2 points, I like it. So I've told you over here. Uh, the next one, I have seen one point, which you never know, they can go ahead and give you in the exam. They go ahead and tell you, sir, one person has gone ahead and given one vehicle for repair, and repair ke liye they have charged goods ke liye separate rate, services ke liye they have gone ahead and charged separate rate. Then go ahead and remember, it's neither composite nor mixed, it's a separate supply, separate rate will apply. This point you can go ahead and take care. Done, sir. This point we'll go ahead and take care. Other than that, cost petroleum wala point you should take care. Cost petroleum, remember one thing, profit petroleum is profit petroleum is not taxable. It is exempted from GST. Basically, government has given you the license to explore oil, and you have gone ahead and paid to the government in return profit petroleum, which is the profit amount which is there. On profit petroleum, there is no GST. It is exempted. Secondly, government allows you to keep some amount of the petroleum which you produce, government allows you to keep some amount of it, which is known as cost petroleum, and cost petroleum is not taxable. Remember, it is not a consideration, it is not taxable. Remember this point, everyone. The next one, nature of supply, nothing. चार्ज ऑफ जीएसटी का चैप्टर में, चार्ज ऑफ जीएसटी का चैप्टर में वन अमेंडमेंट विच इज देयर, विच आई हैव ऑलरेडी गॉन ahead and told you, which is very very important again from the exam point of view. Here, this amendment you must go ahead and remember that, sir. Here, renting of immovable property other than residential property, whenever unregistered person is doing to registered person, unregistered person given me the immovable property. Now immovable property can be building also. You don't imagine only building, it can be hoarding also, it can be any other immovable property given by unregistered person to registered person. Registered person has to pay GST under RCM. Remember this point, everyone. Done, sir. This point is clear. Other than this, in this chapter you will see big question mein one GTA ka point will be there. GTA, if it is charging GST under forward charge, no RCM. But if you have to go, if it is not charging a forward charge, then you have to pay GST under RCM at the rate of 5%, and you can take the credit also. Remember, RCM always to be paid in cash, and then you go ahead and take the credit. Remember this point, don't forget it. Done, sir. This point is clear. Other than that, we have gone ahead and learned metal scrap wala point also. Metal scrap ka case mein, remember, registered person giving to unregistered person, RCM. Sir, unregistered person giving to unregistered person, no, Baba, there is no GST. If there is unregistered person giving to, then there is no. Okay, here we had gone ahead and learned, if registered person is going ahead and giving to unregistered person, no, this I have written ulta over here. It is unregistered person giving to registered person goes ahead and pays. Unregistered person giving to registered person pays GST under RCM. Registered person to registered person, then TCS, TDS provisions are applicable. Registered to registered, TDS provision are applicable. Unregistered to unregistered, there is no GST. Done, sir. This point is clear. Other than that, this though we had already gone ahead and learned. GST on ship or wreckage value. Yes, sir. If insurance company goes ahead and pays you after deducting the salvage value, then Baba, the salvage is your property. Insurance company has not taken over it. There is no GST payable by insurance company. But if supposingly the claim is settled at full amount and the wreckage or the wreckage value or the salvage value of the car, the insurance company has taken over, then insurance company will have to go ahead and pay GST on that. Done, sir. This point is clear. Preferential location charges. Preferential location charges. Always remember, if you have paid preferential location charges along with the construction of your property, then Baba, construction services, whatever GST is there, preferential location charges where that GST will come. For an example, this point you can see in the exam by chance. If I am a builder and I have gone in and sold a property which I have sold after completion certificate of first occupancy, whichever is earlier, then there is no GST on sale of property. If I charge you preferential location charges at that time, because property pe there is no GST, preferential location charges also there will be no GST. Done, sir. This point is clear. Other than that, one ESOP, ESUs, ESPP, RSUs wala point was there. If a company is going ahead and giving ESOPs, etc. to employee, which foreign company is giving to your employee, wherein the Indian company is paying the foreign company, then remember one thing, if it is just paying the cost reimbursement to the foreign company, Indian company is just paying the cost reimbursement to the foreign company, then foreign company has not given any services to the Indian company. But if foreign company charges some commission, then foreign company is given financial service to Indian company, and in this scenario, Indian company importation of service has to pay GST under RCM. Remember this point. Done, sir. This point is clear. Other than that, Baba, here all these are okay. Business facilitator, business correspondent. I believe you should remember that business facilitator and business correspondent services in rural area branch is exempted. Rural area branch is exempted. Please be careful about it. Done, sir. This point is clear. We'll go ahead and take care of it. Other than that, Baba, composition is okay. MTR and mines, you guys already know MTR is eligible, mines are ineligible. One thing you can remember here is composition scheme mein now the time limit which is there to go ahead, time limit which is there for going ahead and filing the return is 30th of June. Remember GSTR, they can go ahead and tell you a small case study wherein they can tell you the composition dealer ka question, wherein they tell that composition dealer what is the this day he has gone ahead and filed the return. Baba, remember, if they don't file the return within 3 months from the due date, which is 30th of June, their registration can be cancelled. So this can be a case study. Please take care of it. Done, sir. This point is clear. Composition I have already told you. In registration chapter, very very important, you should remember the registration limit which is there. Yes, sir. We remember M square NT 10 lakh, Pumas of Telangana 2020, and Oak of Himachal Pradesh 40 lakh and 20 lakh in case of services. Yes, sir. We remember this point. Nothing very important other than that. One point which I really want you guys to again remember is about, supposingly, I'll go ahead and tell you one notes. I need 1 minute, one notebook. Supposingly, I am a supplier over here of metal scrap and you are the recipient. Now remember one thing, generally if you have to pay GST under RCM, then Baba, here recipient always takes compulsory registration and supplier was exempt from registration. But this exemption is not applicable if you are a supplier of metal scrap. If your turnover, if you are a supplier of metal scrap and your turnover exceeds the registration limit, which is 40 lakh, 20 lakh and 10 lakh, then you have to take registration and charge GST under forward charge mechanism. In that scenario, reverse charge will not be applicable. Remember this point. Yes, sir, we recall this point. Yes, this point is something which is important, which you can see in the exam. Other than that, okay, fine, nothing very important. Aggregate turnover and this registration limit is something important, which you can see in the exam. In section number 25, again, here, one point which I believe is very, very important. If you apply, people, if you apply for registration within 30 days, if you apply for registration within 30 days, registration granted is effective from the date of becoming liable. If you don't apply within 30 days, if you apply after 30 days, registration granted, it is effective from the date of grant. This point is important over here. Okay, sir. Remember, biometric based Aadhaar authentication is now applicable across India. It is not only for Andhra Pradesh, Gujarat and Puducherry. Biometrically, they can call you across India. It is applicable now. Done, sir. This point is clear. Other than that, for three things, RRR, your rule number 10B goes ahead and says your Aadhaar authentication is mandatory. Revocation, refund under rule number 89 and refund of IGST, basically on exports, which is under rule number 96. RRR के लिए rule number 10B says your Aadhaar authentication is mandatory. Please take care of this point. Done, sir. Sir, one more small point which they can go ahead and tell you. Sir, what is the time limit to go ahead and furnish your bank account detail once you have got registration? You should furnish it within 30 days or before going ahead and filing GSTR1 or your IFF, whichever is earlier. This can be a small MCQ. Please take care of it. Done, sir. This point is clear. Next page, if you go ahead and see, sir, what is the most important point over here? I like only this important point. Who are the people who are required Aadhaar authentication? I am the Karta. Individual, authorized signatory, managing authorized partner and Karta. I am the Karta is required Aadhaar authentication. Who are the people not required? New Delhi PSU, NDL PSU. Not a citizen of India, Department of Central Government, State Government, Local Authority, Public Sector Undertaking, Statutory Body and UN holder. Baba, these are not required Aadhaar authentication. These are the only things important over here. Other than that, you can remember CTP and NRTP, how many days ke liye they go ahead and take registration? Always remember CTP and NRTP, they get registration only for the period which is they have specified or 90 days, whichever is less. Period specified or 90 days, whichever is less. If they are asked for 15 days or 90 days, whichever is less. How many days they get registration? 90 days, further extendable by 90 days. How many days prior they have to apply? 5 days prior. This is something important. Please take care of it. Sir, anything else? Baba, very, very important from exam point of view, cancellation of registration. You will see one point on cancellation this time. Sir, cancellation of registration. If you contravene the provision of the Act and rules, registration can be cancelled. Here, B point went ahead and composition dealer, GSTR 4 ka due date, that is 30th June of next year. From that day, if 3 months you don't go ahead and file your composition return, your registration will be cancelled. If you are a normal registered person, did not file a return within 6 months or 2 quarters, then registration can be cancelled. If you are a voluntary registered person, if you don't come into your business within 6 months, registration can be cancelled. And registration, if you have taken by fraud, willful misstatement or suppression, then also registration can be cancelled. This is one important point which you can take care over here. Other than that, okay, sir, nothing. One point which I want to tell you over here, which you should remember, which is for cancellation, one new point which they have gone ahead and told, the amendment wala point. See, once your registration has been cancelled, you will apply for revocation. Once they go ahead and revoke and pass a revocation order, from cancellation order till the revocation order, whatever your returns are pending from revocation order, you should go ahead and file within the next 30 days. If you don't file within the next 30 days, registration will be cancelled again. Remember this point. Okay, sir, done. Now we are going to move to our exemption wala chapter. In exemption, sir, anything important which you feel over here? I believe this renting of precincts wala 999 and 9999 is exempt. Remember this point. Other than this, these 2 points are very important. Training or coaching in sports, by charitable institution is exempt. And training or coaching in art or culture related activity, not by charitable organization, only by individual is exempt. These 2 points, please take care of it. Done, sir. This point is clear. Other than that, please come to government related service. In government related service, one amendment is there which is relating to RERA. RERA is a statutory body which is a governmental authority, and services given by them under 243 G and W are basically exempted. Remember this point. Indian Railways, always remember, you will see one small point on Indian Railways. Indian Railways ka always remember that GST always comes under forward charge mechanism. All services forward charge, but some services of Indian Railways have been exempted, like platform ticket, retiring room ka services, all these services, battery operated car, sir, platform ticket, clock room cut services, all these are exempted. Done, sir. This point is clear. Other than that, one zone of Indian Railway providing to another zone is exempted. Special purpose vehicle which is created by the government, if it is providing services to Indian Railway and Indian Railways is maintaining the infrastructure for them, they are providing the service to them, that is also exempted. These 3 points, I like it. Please take care of it. Done, sir. This point is clear. Other than that, okay, Baba. Not very important, but okay. The next one, we come to transportation. In transportation, one GTA wala point has come that if transportation service ke saath ancillary service is provided, it's composite supply taxable at the rate of transportation service. But sir, if it is provided, sir, if GTA services are not provided, only we have gone ahead and done ancillary services, then whatever ancillary services per rate is there, that will apply. Done, sir. This point is clear. Other than that, Baba, I believe you should remember this 6 item. Random item, rape material, agricultural produce, newspaper and magazine, defense and military equipment, organic manure, milk, salt, food grain, rice, flour, pulses. People with me, relief material, agricultural produce, newspaper and magazine, defense and military equipment, organic manure, milk, salt, food grain, rice, flour and pulses. On this, if you are doing transportation by GTA, then also it is exempt. If you are doing transportation by rail, also it is exempt. If you are doing transportation by water, also it is exempt. But transportation of random item by air is not exempt. Please remember this point. Done, sir. This point we'll go ahead and remember. Other than Baba, I believe you might get one small point on this, so please be very careful about it. Other than that, remember air ke liye transportation, so air going to Batmans, coming from Batmans, both is exempt. Batmans, yes sir, we remember. Done. Nothing other than that. In the next chart, if you go ahead and see transportation, I've told you here. Okay, in transportation, one small point. Huh. This one I have seen in many big question. This point is there. Sir, what is this point going ahead and telling? It goes ahead and talks about if you are giving a motor vehicle to state transport undertaking, which should be minimum 12, more than 12 passenger, not minimum, more than 12 passenger carrying wala. A local authority ko if you are giving electric vehicle to carry more than 12 passenger, GTA ko if you are giving a truck etc. for transportation of goods, your service is exempted. Remember here they will go ahead and deal you. More than 12 is exempted. Remember, more than 12 only is exempted. In the exam, please be very careful about this point. Done, sir. This point is clear. Other than that, admission related service, one small point over here about artists going ahead and giving services. Remember, if this artist becomes a brand ambassador and gives the service, it is always taxable. But if this artist is going ahead and doing art or cultural form of music, dance, etc., which is cultural related, then it is exempted if the artist is charging only up to 1,50,000. But if artist becomes brand ambassador, it is always taxable. This point you have to remember. Sir, in agriculture, do you like any point? Yes, Baba, I like one point that, sir, in the agricultural field, if fumigation is given, it is exempted. In agricultural farm, if fumigation is done, it is exempted. But agricultural warehouse mein fumigation is not exempt. Please take care of this point. Agriculture warehouse mein fumigation service is not exempted. Done, sir. And remember, agriculture related, if you are going ahead and giving any services which are relating to agricultural produce, remaining agricultural produce, it is exempt. But if any service is given because of which agricultural produce become non-agricultural, it is taxable. This point you should take care in the exam. Done, sir. Anything else which you like, Baba? I like the next chart also. You can take care now. Next chart may there's nothing. I believe everything you will be able to take care over here. Nothing to be told. Legal services. Legal services. Baba, remember one thing. Any entity doing business is always called as business entity. Any entity doing business is called business entity. So if I am going ahead and giving advocate services, arbitral tribunal, advocate, senior advocate ka services to a business entity, don't see current year ka turnover, don't see business entity is registered current year, nothing. You only see the last year. If last year ka turnover was more than registration limit, pay the GST under RCM. If the last year ka turnover was not crossing the registration limit, then GST under RCM not applicable. This point you should remember. Advocate, arbitral tribunal, senior advocate and firm of advocate ke liye, this point is important. Then sir, education related, you will 100% get one question in the exam this time. Education may remember, if there are educational institutions, which are three educational institutions, one is over here, educational institution which is providing services up to 12th, one is college and one is approved vocational education course provider. If these three, 12th wala, college wala, post graduation college or approved vocational course provider, if they are providing services to student, faculty and staff, it is always exempt. But when they are taking the service, taking, you have to remember, for educational institution, are they telling taking or giving? Giving to student, all services exempt. Taking, remember, if they are taking the services which is transportation, catering, security, cleaning, housekeeping within the campus, or admission and conduct of exam, if it is given to educational institution up to 12th, it is exempt. Online journal, Baba, school going kid, college up to 12, don't read online. So remember, giving to them is not exempted, it is taxable. After that, wala, transportation card, catering card, security card, over here, admission related service and online journal given to colleges are exempted. And approved vocational course provider ko only admission and conduct of exam related service are exempt. This time, I believe one point they can go ahead and test you on this is relating to skill, because skill ke liye they have gone ahead and given one small change. This ke liye they have gone ahead and released that services given by National Skill Development Corporation, NSDC, NCVT, National Council for Vocational Education and Training, and under NCVT, any awarding body is there. Under NCVT, any assessment agency is there who is taking exam, and under any NCVT, any training body is there. Then, Baba, remember NCVT or NSDC. If you see in the exam, please be very careful about it. Then, sir, their services will be exempted. Yes, sir, we are all clear with this point. These are 2 points which I like it. Other than that, you can see this point also in the exam. Remember, if affiliation services are given by universities to colleges, taxable. Affiliation services by central board, state board, given to schools, taxable. Given to government school, exempted. These 3 points, please be very careful. Done, sir. This point is clear. Flight training courses provided by flight training organizations are exempted because they are approved under the DGCA. Remember, those are exempted. Done, sir. This point is clear. Other than that, accommodation, you will see one point in the exam. They will go ahead and tell you, first of all, if I am going ahead and providing residential property on rent to a registered person pays GST under RCM. If I am providing to unregistered person, it is exempted. If I am providing to registered person who has taken it for his personal purpose, not as a business expense, for his personal purpose he has taken, then it is exempt. But if it is given to a registered person who is using it for his business, might be for his employees to stay, for his directors to stay, and showing it as a business expense, then always remember GST has to be paid under RCM. That's it. Now, renting of residential property, they are telling PGs, hostels, accommodations are not included in renting of residential property in that scenario. So, if I am a person who is giving on rent, which is PGs, accommodation, etc., then I have to make sure over here, very, very important over here, where the value of supply I am charging up to 20,000 and I am giving minimum stay of 90 days, then only it is exempt. Sir, if the stay is 30 days, taxable. Sir, if I am charging 25,000, taxable. Please be careful about this point in the exam. Done, sir. This point is clear. Other than that, we have some important points over here. Sir, one airline company is there, foreign affiliate of that in foreign affiliate. They have their office in India and they have gone ahead. No, no, this one. Importation of service from foreign airline company by foreign airline from its own related person outside India. Always remember GST will come under RCM. Governmental entity or resource association is going ahead and giving R&D services and receiving grants is always exempted. Other than this, Indian affiliates. Remember one thing, in case of loan provided by the foreign affiliate to Indian affiliate by a person to a related person where no consideration like processing fees etc. is taken, because foreign affiliate has given Indian affiliate co services where he is paying only interest. There is no processing charges, loan processing charges etc. There is no GST payable under RCM. They have simply gone ahead and told no GST is payable under RCM. Done, sir. Other than this, Baba, this one is very, very important. You will see corporate guarantee ka one point in the exam. Remember, corporate guarantee will come in the exam. Sir, corporate guarantee ka case mein always remember what is the value of supply by the supplier. What is the value of supply by the supplier who is giving corporate guarantee? Corporate guarantee does not mean individual giving guarantee. No, corporate guarantee means my holding company is giving corporate guarantee for me to a bank, then what is the value of his services? Whatever is the actual consideration or 1% of the corporate guarantee which is given per annum, 1% per annum. So 5 years, then you have to multiply it by 5 or the actual consideration, whichever is higher. Done, sir. Corporate guarantee, please remember this. I like this point. You will see one point in the exam. Corporate guarantee, very, very important. Done, sir. This point is clear. Okay. Corporate guarantee. Baba, it will come. I am telling you again and again. I hope you have read it. Yes, sir. The next one is time of supply. Time of supply may ham model, you already know. It's a continuous supply of service. Accordingly, time of supply to be determined. Sir, in case of spectrum usage or similar services, always remember time of supply will be when the payment is made or when the payment is due, whichever is earlier. You have to remember this point, when the payment is made or payment is due, whichever is earlier. Done, sir. This point are clear. Other than that, okay, Baba, you will see one question on 12 to 13, 12 3, 13 2 or 13 3, which you have already known. There is nothing for me to do. Input tax credit chapter में sir, if you have anything, just give me a second, everyone. I will see over here if